Today is the 6th day of the second month in the 10th year of Channel Group, March 8, 2022. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 현지인 참 부모님께 경배 바로. Let us recite 가족 맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Good morning to all our leaders, Otsumbo families, the Central Best families, and everyone. It is indeed a victorious day to start our Hondoke. I would like to request Ms. Connie Gawick, the regional leader of Baguio, to lead us the opening prayer.
Brothers and sisters, please join me in prayer. Good morning to you, our dear most loving heavenly parents, and to our victorious beloved true parents, the parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Today, this early morning, heavenly parents, we would like to ask once again for your most holy and divine presence, together with our victorious beloved true parents, the parent of humanity, to be here with us in our morning devotion and our morning holy gathering, together with all our leaders, with our dear regional president who are here with us here in the Philippines, the headquarters of Asia Pacific 2, and with a joyous heart all together as one family, dear heavenly parents, as your heavenly tribe, centering Heavenly Parents on our regional president, our 21, and also our leaders, dear Heavenly Parents, in here in this Zoom online morning devotion, and also in our centered in our headquarters. We, as one family, would like to offer our deepest and joyous greetings and gratitude in this before we are going to start this morning devotion, to receive once again an spiritual inspiration and encouragement from your divine words and blessings, and so that we could be able, Heavenly Parents, to learn, and as we listen, to practice and finally a divine person with a divine character. So we are so grateful for every day, Heavenly Parents, Honduke and morning devotions and centered on your words, and so that we could be able to grow, Heavenly Parents, in accordance with your expectation as your sons and daughters. So once again, Heavenly Parents, with our brethren who are here in this online morning devotion, we would like to bow our heads in attendance to our dear Heavenly Parents and to our victorious, beloved true parents, in gratitude, and always, Heavenly Parents, with sincere prayers for all our brethren worldwide, most especially those who are suffering in these situations, and whatever situations our brethren are in, and the people, we would like to always pray for them to overcome, and always remember that there's always hope in the future. And as we also work together with our Cham Omonim, our beautiful and wonderful true mother, and our true father in the spiritual world, we always pray for the protection of everyone. And with this, Heavenly Parents, we will always remember our roots, the root of our blessings of true love, true life, and true lineage, our dear beloved true parents, and that we could be able, Heavenly Parents, to stand in a position where we could be able to do our portion of responsibilities as your true children. With this, in gratitude from the bottoms of our heart, together with our brethren who are here in the Zoom online morning devotion, we would like to offer deep gratitude, and also in our names as Central Blessed Family, we offer this prayer. John Konigak offer it with love. Aju.
Drew. Drew. So thank you so much, Miss Connie Gawick, for that joyous opening prayer. So once again, my dearest brothers and sisters and all our leaders, good morning. I am Sylvia de Opera, the cluster leader of Cluster 6 and BFD coordinator of Region 10, and I will be your host this morning. To give us the Honduke reading, I would like then to request Mr. Kok Kang Jim Custodio. Let us give him a virtual round of applause. For a while. I'm sorry. Let us first have our unison prayer. Aju, Aju. Once again, to give us the Hondoke reading, I would now like to call Mr. Kok Kang Jim Custodio. Let us give him virtual round of applause.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. I hope everyone can hear me properly. Mother of Peace, memoir by Hak Jahan Moon. Chapter 10, The Challenge of Realizing a Heavenly World. Nonetheless, large-scale changes have taken place since Nepal encountered a movement. For example, an amazing event took place in Nepal in 2016, which was an unforgettable year for our movement's peace efforts. In July, hundreds of leaders in the fields of politics, economics, religion, and education arrived in Kathmandu from every nation in Asia. These distinguished men and women came to inaugurate the regional chapter of the International Association of Parliaments of Peace, or IAPP, a project of the Universal Peace Federation. Let me take a moment to introduce the IAPP. World peace cannot come about by human effort alone, nor by the efforts of just a few. Many people, from everyday citizens to high-ranking government officials, need to overcome social class divisions and actively take initiative. Every nation in the world, small or large, has a Congress, a parliament, or a national assembly. It represents the people of the nation. Over the years, as I visited nations around the world, I repeatedly urged the parliamentarians who came to meet me to remember the precious mission bestowed upon them by their nation and its people. I said that when the people's elected representatives put their heads together and focus on what they can do to solve conflicts, peace will come quickly and naturally. I spoke of a world alliance of parliamentarians dedicated to the search for peaceful solutions. When I did so, parliamentarians would agree with me. This vision from Heavenly Parent is the starting point connecting the world's parliamentarians as one body, transcending nation, race, and culture. By aligning with the only begotten daughter, parliamentarians can work together to address the ills that bedevil human life. As I shared this vision, people close to me tried to educate me about political infighting. They asked, will leaders of different parties be willing to gather and cooperate? Gathering influential people and peacemakers is not an easy task, they said. All the nation's governments are fraught with conflict and strife caused by the divisions among opposing parties. I did not budge. I had not a shadow of a doubt that today's parliamentarians are ready, and I had faith that God would guide each of them to listen to me. The launch of International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace took place in February 2016 at the National Assembly of the Republic of Korea. The theme of the conference was addressing the critical challenges of our time, the role of governments, civil society, and faith-based organizations. This was the first of a series of such events, one held on each continent, about which I will now say a few words. In Nepal, in July 2016, under a hot sun, people gathered in great numbers to launch IAPP in the Asia-Pacific region. More than 166 parliamentarians and another 350 observers came from 29 nations. Many Nepalese citizens attended, and the Right Honorable President Bidya Devi Bhandari personally conveyed her deep gratitude. Those who said it wouldn't work were wrong. The conference was a great success from the start, and many people later expressed their appreciation for IAPP as a much needed organization. Following the Nepal conference, we launched the African Regional IAPP in August 2016. More than 600 people from 24 nations came to Burkina Faso's National Assembly building and engaged in lively talks. A few weeks later, we opened the European Regional IAPP in London with over 300 people from 40 nations in attendance. As the founder of IAPP, I sought to encourage them in building an eternal world of peace. I said at the London meeting, each nation's political leaders must possess a moral character and follow ethical values and the voices of their conscience. The world will change when the world's parliamentarians unite and cooperate for the sake of peace. Then in October, we launched IAPP chapters for Central America and South America in Costa Rica and Paraguay, respectively. Following those events, people gathered in Zambia in early November for the South and East Africans Regional IAPP inauguration. In the northern climes, autumn was already well underway, but in parts of Africa, IAPP attendees had to endure sweltering heat. Still, we focused on our peace ideology and in the end resolved to find ways to cleanse our painful histories and work together. The final IAPP events took place in Japan and the United States. In Japan, people were nervous about how many government officials would attend. These concerns were allayed when more than 200 Japanese leaders and allies, including 63 incumbent parliamentarians, attended the grand event. Regardless of political beliefs and cultural differences, they gathered without hesitation with a will to build a world of peace. In my remarks to the Japanese parliamentarians and key leaders, I conveyed my longing for peace and proposed a path by which to achieve it. They received my word with one heart. Adieu.
Ju. Ju. Thank you so much, Mr. Cook and Jim Custodio, for reading us the Hondoke that has greatly reminded all of us how our true mother had worked so hard at the present time in order for us to really raise our awareness towards the original vision and plan of our loving heavenly parents, which is the establishment of the Holy Parents, Holy Family. That is the cornerstone and the basis of the establishment of the Holy Heavenly Parents Holy Community. So let us give Kok Kang Jim Custodio a virtual round of applause for that heart-moving Honda care. At this point, it is always a great practice, or say it is good to start our day with a heart of gratitude. So for us to give his 10 points of gratitude, I would like to call Mr. Heroto Gingayan. Let us give him again another virtual round of applause. Welcome po, Mr. Gingayan.
So good morning to all our leaders and brothers and sisters. So this is my 10 points of gratitude. So first, I'm grateful to Heavenly Parent and true friends for the guidance and protection that we receive. Secondly, grateful to all leaders and blessed families who work in the providence. Three, grateful for the good health and protection of my families and leaders and all brothers and sisters. And four, grateful to my spouse who always motivate me to be responsible in everyday activities. Fifth, grateful to my blessed children community that we have in the Philippines, who become the inspiration and also to challenge myself to become a better blessed children, better blessed child. And sixth, grateful for the responsibilities that I have to make myself productive every day. And seventh, grateful for the beautiful weather that we receive every day. Eight, grateful for the food that I eat, the water I drink, and the place that I stayed. Place that I stayed every day. So nine, grateful for the gadgets and the internet that we have to participate in Hondoke, to attend my class, to communicate with others, and also to especially in this kind of pandemic times. And lastly, I'm very grateful that I can be grateful in every activities and daily life that we have for this day. So thank you so much for listening for my 10 points of gratitude.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thank you so much, Mr. Rutu, for that truly beautiful and heartfelt gratitude. At this point, let us then be entertained and enjoy an offering performance to be rendered to us by Miss Duran Davis. Let's give her a virtual round of applause.
I see the King of Glory coming on the clouds with fire. The whole earth shakes, the whole earth shakes. I see His love and mercy washing over all our sin. The people sing, the people sing. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Fill my heart and make it clean. Open up my eyes to the things unseen. Show me how to love like you have loved me. Break my heart for what breaks yours. Everything I am for your kingdom's cause. As I walk from earth into eternity. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. 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 Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna in the highest.
Thank you so much, Miss Duran. Davis, for that truly amazing and heavenly voice and performance that you have rendered this morning. So at this juncture, I'm very sure that everyone is excited and inspired to hear our morning's um, devotion sermon. So to lead us and to give us this beautiful morning's sermon, I would like to invite everyone to help me welcome our very hardworking and dynamic national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo T. Halog, DD. Welcome po.
Again, to our Sylvia. I would like to greet our Heavenly Parent and true parents. Good morning, parents and true parents. To all our beloved leaders, Chanbo families, the Central families, and brothers and sisters. Good morning to all of you. I'm happy to meet you once again through our Zoom Hunduke. Thank you so much for all your warm welcome to our beloved regional president. We are truly grateful to finally welcome him in our country. And so he will be staying here until the end of this month. So he's actually very busy this time. And yeah, really he's pouring out so much love from Heavenly Parent and from true parents to all of us in our region and especially in our nation this time. Yeah. Thank you for our BFD family for hosting today's morning devotion. And thank you so much for that very beautiful song offered to us by our second generation sister Juran. Very inspiring and really touching, moving song. Also for the 10 points of gratitude by our brother Hiruto. Maraming salamat for sharing your heart, brother Hiruto, and all those who have participated in today's morning devotion. Today I will going to share again continuously with or from the book of True Mother, the anthology. So True Mother, Hagyahan Moon, an anthology. Book 1, A Global Unity Through True Parents. So today I'll be sharing in part 3, the responsibility of blessed families for the secure settlement of Channel Group. Chapter 2, the settlement of Channel Group and the life of the owners of Channel Group. And today specifically, I will share this topic, the task to fulfill for the secure settlement of Channel Group. Okay, so I'd like to begin. True Mother said, you need to be proud of true parents. You need to be proud of true parents. Now is the time when the people who are connected to us should actually come to church. Those people need to receive education. You need to help them know that church is a place worthy of appreciation, where their families can be saved. It doesn't matter how much worldly fame someone has, that is temporary. However, within True Parents' ideology, whatever results one had and whatever responsibilities one fulfilled, those are eternal. Those who have this kind of qualification can become true owners, become pioneers. That is the path to becoming filial children and loyal subjects of our Heavenly Parent. Really, Mother again is reminding us that we have to really be proud of true parents. Yeah, we can hear now continuously from our leaders, even last night during our Chonbo meeting, sharing by our leaders about True Parents Foundation. Really, it's truly a miracle that True Parents could, come and be able to accomplish the responsibility of the first, supposedly the responsibility of our first human ancestors, right? So after 6,000 years, we cannot imagine. So True Parents came, and then now we are living together with them. We are attending them, working together, right? So we have to really be proud of True Parents. True Parents is the one that history have been waiting for a long time. All religious denominations, right? True parents are the ones they are waiting. So now, already they were here for a long time. They became true parents in 1960, right? So that's why really how amazing it is living together with our true parents on earth. So mother is saying that all people who are connected to us should be, actually need to come to our church. They need to, and then they need to receive education. We need to help them know that church, this is not just, church of one denomination, or, this is not the traditional church, what mother is talking about here. So mother said we need to help them know that church is a place worthy of appreciation, where their families can be saved. So it does not matter how much worldly fame someone has, but that is only temporary. So whatever people have, those are only temporary. But mother is saying that, however, within true parents' ideology, whatever results one had and whatever responsibilities one fulfilled, those are eternal. So everything that we have been doing, and then we are doing continuously, that is connected, to true parents, all these things will remain, eternal, or remain for eternity. All these things that are connected to true parents, whatever we are doing, whatever our accomplishments are. Many people are very famous. They were, they accomplished such amazing, great things. But all these things are temporary. If these are not connected to true parents, these are temporary. That's why, if we are doing things, but if it's not connected, like, it will not be really remembered. Only things that are connected, within true parents' ideology, mother is saying, this will remain eternal. So those who have this kind of qualification can become true owners, become pioneers. So that is the path to becoming filial children and loyal subjects of our heavenly parents. So each one of us this time, we have this great opportunity, right? To accomplish something that can remain for eternity. So we have, this kind of qualification to really become owner. We have the opportunity to become true owner, true pioneers, and really become filial children and loyal subjects of our heavenly parent. That's why really true parents as the center, right? So we have to be very proud of true parents. So meaning when we are proud of something, we have to tell people, anyone, our friends, right, our relatives, right? When you are proud of something, you are, so happy, you want to tell the world. The same is true. We have to tell the world about true parents. We have to let them know, Aju, so that also whatever people wanted to do can be connected. And then those things that they can do, they can accomplish, they can achieve, then will remain for eternity because it is connected to true parents. Aju? Mother said you must find ways to teach others about true parents 24 hours a day. So you must focus all our attention on that. The church needs to grow in order to restore the nation. The growth of the church means that we need more families that are blessed. When we have them, ours can become a good nation, God's homeland. It should become a nation where Satan cannot exist and cannot enter through the cracks. The politicians cannot solve everything, not even the north-south problems that we are facing. They have everything. Why can't they use those resources? You must find ways to teach others about true parents 24 hours a day, whether you are awake or asleep. Only on that path can you, your family, your nation, and the world live. So, already we're reminded, and, we learned even before the Ukraine and Russia war, already, during the, I think, victory celebration, True Mother started to talk about, educating, especially Russia and China, the leaders of Russia and China. So actually, really, Mother knows exactly everything that's happening. True Parents knows exactly, right? So that's why True Parents is telling us we have to really teach others about True Parents. True Mother is telling us very clearly. And then in order for, we are focusing now also church growth, how can our movement will grow? by, expanding, having more blessed families, right? This is what mother is saying. But really, it will not stop there by giving them the blessing. Actually, we just met these people even first time. And then because we are living in different era before people receive the blessing, it takes a lot of education, right? For us. But because now we are in different era, actually very easy now to bless, especially in our country. Just talk to barangay captain and organize and then bring something, already can organize blessing. We can bless them even first time we meet these people. But actually, it will not stop there. We have to continue to educate them, raise them up. So mother is saying to grow our church means we need more families that are blessed and also, being educated. That's why mother is emphasizing the importance of education. So when we have them, ours can become a good nation, God's homeland. It should become a nation where Satan cannot exist, cannot enter through the cracks. Right? So that's why the politicians, mother is saying, cannot solve everything, even the north and south problem. So that's why if we have, this foundation, mother said, and then build God's homeland, then Satan cannot exist anymore, cannot enter through cracks. There will be no more space for Satan to come in, right? But as long as there's a space, Satan comes in and try to infiltrate, right? So that's why mother said we have to really teach true parents 24 hours a day, whether you are awake or asleep. That's why even in our dreams, when we are thinking, right, before going to bed, many revelations and dreams will come to us. Yeah, even in our dreams, maybe we'll be witnessing. So mother is telling us even 24 hours a day. Only on that path can you, your family, your nation, and the world live. That's why really, the time really has come, and really all people needs to know true parents. Who true parents are? They are the ones who have really worked so hard to transform and change this world, right? Without true parents, we do not know what kind of world we have this time. When we study the course of true parents, and then how much they defeated communism, right? In 1970s, 1980s, all the things that they have accomplished, our true parents. So now we are enjoying. So we have to be very proud and really do our best to tell the world about true parents, even 24 hours a day, mother said. True mother said that depending on how you dream, your dreams can develop infinitely. So spring is the season of hope. Our dreams can be grand. Depending on how you dream, your dreams can develop infinitely. We must fulfill our responsibilities and achieve the first stage of the goal we set by 2020. And then we must continue to move toward global restoration. So True Mother was saying this before 2020. Already we have achieved actually the first goal that Mother have set, restoring 7 nations and 7 denominations that became foundation for the firm settlement of Channel Group to be declared by True Mother. So Mother is saying depends on our dream. That's why it's really important, our vision, our dream. What kind of vision, what kind of dream we have, right? As parents now, and then also our children. How can we help them to have, that dream? So Mother is saying that depends on our dream. Your dreams can develop infinitely, right? So that's why yung dream dapat natin, yung vision natin should be connected to God's dream. Actually, God's dream, God's vision actually should be our dream, should be our vision. So depending on what kind of dream we have. Sometimes our dream is just maybe, many people, their dream is just, Filipinos especially, just, help their family. Yeah, that's good, helping our family, right? But really, we need to dream higher. Last welcoming ceremony, President Hori was talking about, patriotism. But if only being patriotic is only like selfish, patriotism only for their nation without thinking about the world, like he was explaining the situation of Russia especially, right? If only they are concerned of their nation, then that patriotism is, centering only on, on their nation. That is not the patriotism that God desire, right? That's why we need higher dream, and then should be connected to the dream of Heavenly Parent, to the dream of true parents. So if we have this dream, then Mother said it will develop infinitely, depending on the dream that we have. Aju? That's why it's really, really important. Our dreams should be connected to true parents' dream, heavenly parents' dream. And actually, their dream should be our dream. Aju? So it's really important. Mother said, you have the responsibility to help them grow well. What kind of seeds will you scatter around you in your nations and in the world? Those seeds will grow throughout the summer, and when harvested in the autumn, they must produce a beautiful harvest. You have the responsibility to help them grow well. You must all have the same heart. You must do this with a mother's heart. So, yeah, this is important. Sometimes we wanted to plant, but what kind of seed, will you scatter around you? Will you plant, in your nation and in the world? So it depends on what kind of seed, right? Last time we learned during the parental guidance, I don't know, around I think 60 from the Philippines joined, 60 parents. That was very, as Tita Teresia said, that's like heavenly lecture. The content is really heavenly. The lecturer from Hong Kong, the wife of the national leader of Hong Kong, explained, that's why it's very especially important for those who are about to start family. Especially the seed also of the husband. It takes, she said, 70 days. Right? So that's why what kind of like children also we wanted to have, it depends also on the seed we will be planting. So the same is true, right? What kind of, seeds we are planting, our effort, what kind of, investment or effort we are doing. So it depends on what you have planted also, and then your investment to grow them, then you can have a beautiful harvest. Aju? So the same is true, even our own children, raising them up. So based on that education, it's very important, especially for those who are starting their family, really very important. And then really having our children prepare very well, and then conceive our child, and then raise them very well, grow them very well. Then what kind of, filial children they will become later on for heavenly parent, for true parents, right? The same is true with the work that we are doing, our responsibility, right? And then the seed, what have we have invested, how much effort we have put in, this work and this effort that we are doing, and then these investments, and then we have to grow them, right? When we, for example, when we are witness to people, President Horace emphasizing, most important is relationship. Also our second generation, like that, when they will witness maybe in the campuses, first will be develop first relationship. This is what he is emphasizing. First is, the relationship that you have, built, not only immediately witnessing them, bringing them to our church and then telling them these things, but the relationship that whatever happens later cannot be separated. So this is our responsibility. Once we planted something, we started to, reach out to people, how to help them grow and develop. Our 430 couples, right? We bless them, and then how we will raise them so that they can really become really the blessed families that can give joy and happiness to our heavenly parent and to our true parents. Mother said, you must all have the same heart, and you must do this with the mother's heart. So we are a parent, right? True Father said we need to walk in the shoes of a servant with the heart of a parent. This is the course that we are going through, as we are, the extension of true parents. President Tori mentioned last night, that we are also true parents. We need to become actually really like true father and true mother. So we need to have this kind of heart. Aju? So this is our responsibility. Mother said, you can only solve problems if you attend true parents at the center. So you cannot solve all the problems that are occurring throughout the world if you do not attend true parents at the center. You must enlighten people about this. You must teach them. You must be serious about education. So really now we are facing a lot of problems. In the world level, we have national level, down to individual level. But what is the ultimate solution of all these problems? Mother said, we have to attend true parents at the center. So we must enlighten people about this. That's why Mother said we have to educate Russia. We have to educate China. Right? So we have to educate people. So Mother said we must be serious about education. And we are inviting VIPs, these people. Most importantly, how can we educate them? Right? Not only that, they come to our event, they join our events, but really Mother is saying we have to enlighten these people, and then we have to teach them. We have to be serious in educating them. Because the problems that we are facing now, the only solution is if people attend to parents at the center. That's why in our family, in the individual level, we have many problems. Sometimes, in the family level. So what is the solution? We have to attend to parents very well and make them in the center of our life. Then we can solve problems individually, in the family, in our tribe, in the nation, in the world. So education, this is really what is being emphasized continuously by our leaders and our true parents now, true mothers telling us we have to be serious about education. Aju? Yeah, so really the only solution is by attending true parents at the center. As the individual, you need to attend true parents in the center. As the family, the society, our community, our nation should attend true parents at the center. The whole world should attend true parents at the center. Then, kingdom of heaven will be realized. Aju? Also how, really this is the most important thing now, urgent things we need to really do and, teach people continuously. And we have to be serious, Mother is saying, to attend true parents at the center. So Mother said to be successful, you must make effort. Like roosters, you must tell people that it is time. Roosters tell us when it is time. So the rooster's comb is also a symbol of courage and wealth. However, to be successful, you must make effort. Through your efforts, you must be able to fly. You must work so hard that 24 hours a day is not enough. This is very interesting, Mother saying, like the rooster. You must tell people that it is time, when 4:30 a.m. comes or 4 a.m. already roosters started to magtilaok na yung manok, right? So really like the rooster, Mother is saying, we must tell people that it's already time. So we have to become like the rooster that will going to tell people, tell the world already, this is now the time. Aju? Mother is saying the rooster's comb, yung palong ng manok, is a symbol of courage and wealth. However, to be successful, you must make effort. So not only that, having not only having really symbol, even though, or we are already in this time, living in this time, the most precious golden age, but it absolutely needs our effort. Invest a lot of effort. We need to put a lot of effort actually this time in order for us to become successful. Aju? So through your efforts, Mother said, you must be able to fly. So you must work so hard that 24 hours a day is not enough. So already the time has come. So we have to become the rooster, like a rooster that will be, telling all people the time has come. Aju? So now already we can see, already righteous people are coming because the time has come. So if we just continue, right, then really all the righteous people that heaven has prepared will come to our movement and then work together there with us, support our true mother, and testify about true mother. And then naturally, all people of the world will be given the opportunity to attend our heavenly parent, attend our beloved true parents, our true mother, the only begotten daughter, Aju, and then kingdom of heaven will surely be realized. So Mother said the urgent task is national restoration. So we are happy people. Rather than my speaking a lot while I am here on earth, I would like to fill my heart with memories of all of you. The urgent task is national restoration. Especially this nation, the Republic of Korea, must unite and must emerge as God's homeland. This is a pressing matter. Let us unite and become proud, brave generals of Channel Group who will assuredly realize that goal. Aju? So really, actually our urgent task is, minimum is national restoration. So that's why if many were encouraged to do chonbo, then actually that is the path towards national restoration. Sorry. Yeah, so that's why we have to continue, multiply those families, reach them out, even our own community, continue to share and, tell people about true parents and then bless these people. And then we expand continuously the foundation. But our goal is minimum to have national restoration. Every areas, every regions, that's why we are doing our best in our respective responsibilities so that all together our effort, we can transform our nation, right? We can really make our nation a nation of channel group. So True Mother now is working, really putting all her effort, her energy to bring about the restoration of the fatherland, right? Making, really Korea the homeland, right? So True Mother is doing everything. So this is really the urgent task, Mother said, right? Especially the nation of Korea. They must unite and must emerge as God's homeland. So this is the pressing matter, Mother said. So let us really unite and become proud, brave generals of Channel Group who will assuredly realize that goal. Aju? So Mother said, the only thing we can do is advance. So living in the Children Book era, we have concluded the historical providential period and have made a new start. Yet, can you confidently say that you are adequately determined or resolved to repay heaven? Neither time nor the entire providence will wait for us, and we cannot retreat. The only thing we can do is advance. Everything now depends on how greatly we expand the environment from the position we are now in. So you must bear in mind that an opportunity like this, where this nation can stand as God's homeland and the central country in the world, does not come all the time. So Mother especially is talking about Korea, right? So the only thing we can do now is to advance. Naju? So we are now living in the Chunilguk era that have concluded already actually the providential history, and then now we could, start and we could make a new beginning. So that's why what is our determination, Mother said. So neither time nor the entire providence will wait for us, and we cannot retreat. So actually, Mother is always telling us we cannot wait any longer. Heavenly Parent cannot wait any longer. So really, the time has come. So we have to advance from here. So Mother is saying that everything now depends on how we expand the environment from the position we are now in. So ngayon, True Mother elevated us so much, but from here, we need to expand more, right? So this is the only thing now. We have to advance continuously. Whatever we have done, we have, accomplished also in our nation, in the providence. Based on that foundation, we have to advance further and truly realize heaven's dream. Aju? So this opportunity, Mother said, will not always come. So this is only this time, so we cannot miss this. As Chonbo families, as Blessed Central families, we have to really bring about the realization of substantial, heavenly nation and heavenly world. Aju? So True Mother is really pouring out so much, love to all of us. Really, let's really do our best and really bring and fulfill our responsibility and truly bring joy and happiness to our beloved True Mother and truly realize substantial channel group. Aju, especially in the lifetime of our beloved True Mother. So again, let us offer our gratitude to our Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Thank you very much, beloved brothers and sisters. May Heavenly Parents help and blessings be always upon you and your families. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, our dearest national leader, for that beautiful reminder to all of us once again on how what are the tasks that has to be fulfilled of being a filial son and an object partner, true object partner of joy of our loving heavenly parents, the loyal object of our loving heavenly parents. Yeah, it is really necessary that we should bring our focus on we should focus our attention on how are we going to manifest at this moment, and how when we manifest how proud we are to our two parents. This is the only key for us to grow our church and develop our church. Thus, all of us, our results and the responsibilities that we can fulfill are those that Heavenly Parents can eternally remember. So thank you once again. We will give our national leader once again a virtual round of applause. At this point, we will be hearing some reflection from our dear brothers and sisters. So first, if there is anyone who would like to share in the Zoom. Oh, but I think I cannot, I'm sorry, I cannot see you. So we will now proceed to the first person to reflect. May I call on our very active, one of our active BFD coordinators and the cluster leader of Cluster 5, Mrs. Teresita Humawan. Welcome po.
With due respect to Heavenly Father and true parents, our President Hari, our Dr. and Mrs. Kittel, our national leader, Reverend Halo, and also Reverend Malikdem, Reverend Julius, Reverend Ronnie, and all Chombo families, blessed families, and precious brothers and sisters. Good morning to each and everyone. A great morning to each and everyone po. Yeah, everybody, let's smile. Yeah, it's so timely that the topic of our dear national leader is for us as host of today's morning devotion po. It's the responsibility of blessed families. Yeah, it's we are so grateful that I myself, as I reflect on these things, I'm so grateful that I become a blessed family. And become a blessed family actually is it's not easy. Why we have this position? It's because we have invested a lot in the past. Though it's not enough, but because of the grace and blessing of our loving true parents, we become one of them, and we become also soon to become totally Chumbo family. Yeah, my reflection is then with this. I always remind myself that we are so blessed. It's because our path becoming clearer po, becoming clearer, our way becoming clearer as well. So we could really see that we are so blessed in the time of our true parents that we are living together with them, especially this time po. So it is emphasized here that blessed families are the core people who could work really for the providence of restoration, especially in the fulfillment of the kingdom of heaven. That's why being a family with 5 kids, and I was matched to a Muslim brother for almost, we've been together for almost 26 years, having 5 children, and my 3 children are now blessing candidates. And I could really feel, and also we have started or registered as Chombo, or soon to be totally registered as Chombo family, because it's still conditional. There are still things to accomplish. But to wrap up all those things, and when I'm reminiscing also my past, I could really see that all the investment in the past, it's not in vain. It's really, we are really gaining. That's the main reason why we could encourage younger brothers and sisters that being full-time, you invest a lot of your life all throughout, we are not losers. We are always gain. When we give our best in our mission, we always be the one benefited. It's for our future. That's why that is the most important thing that I'm inculcating the heart of my children. So always focus more on the public mission, despite the fact that we are also geared to look for our finances or our external needs. Like me now, I'm a teacher and a guidance advocate of one of a big school in our place. It doesn't affect my mission. It is a matter of heart. It is a matter of determination, and it is a matter of mind setting. That is the thing that I would see in in our. We are only the one limiting ourselves. That is my great thing that I could really see. We can do many things, depends upon our mind and our heart. So I do hope that as we continue on receiving the blessing, too much blessing from our loving true parents, from Heavenly Father, we could really see that there are lots of challenges yet. There are still lots of challenges, but always the main point here as blessed family is how could we check our mind setting, focusing on the positive things and what we can do to comfort God and true parents' heart by doing fulfilling our responsibilities. So I can really see now that we are the most needed of our loving true mother to support blessed families. That's why I embraced my mission in the BFD as a cluster leader, and even I really wanted to give more myself for it. I said to Ate Dulce and even sisters and brothers and sisters in the Blessed Family Department that I haven't mistaken to be a part of the department. And especially when I'm giving lectures, I could really feel the need of really fulfilling our part as Blessed Family. So what I'm determined now is I really wanted to really feel the heart, totally the heart of our loving true parents, because it's still that is the thing that I really wanted to really totally feel, especially the eagerness, the longingness, in our everyday life. We are not living alone as a family, but we are living together with our blessed families, helping together, and that is the desire of our loving true parents. And to really feel also the heart of loving true parents, it's only through living for the sake of others. So we thank you so much for all our leaders guiding us together now. Especially this time, we are blessed that we have our Reverend Hori with us. We have here with us our Reverend and Dr. and Mrs. Kittel, our national leaders, and also those great leaders who are with us every day, guiding us. So I encourage them, everybody, every blessed families to really find our way and how we could be connected always. Despite that we are far from each other, despite of our position, any position we have already the most important position to become a blessed family. Yeah, to become a blessed family. So what should I do then? What shall I do then to become a blessed family? I need to reflect on how to become effective blessed family. Not only in name, but I myself, I wanted to become a blessed family whom our true parents could rely on to. Silently working, it doesn't matter, nobody could recognize you. What is important, the way is very, very clear. The way is very clear. And our inspiration is the fruits. My inspiration now is I'm looking at the fruits of us being a blessed family are our blessed children who are really willing to be much, to be blessed, and to receive our loving true parents' blessing, and also to become like us in the future. That is the living legacy that I really wanted to really work with and to really achieve in my life. That we can see our second generation, our children to become also like us, to determine to do public mission. So maraming salamat po for this moment. Thank you so much. And this is what I could also share for my reflection on the topic that was presented this afternoon. Thank you very much, and good morning to each and everyone. Thank you po.
Thank you so much, Ms. Teresita Humawan, for that beautiful reflection that you had been sharing to all of us. At this point, before we will call the second person assigned to give reflection, someone has raised his hand up, and I would like to remind brothers and sisters to just limit our sharing to 5 minutes po. So yeah, at this point, we would like to call one of our Chumbo family, and I personally know this couple as one of the pioneers of the Philippine Providence. Yeah, now presently living in Cabanatuan, if I'm not mistaken. Let us all welcome our elder brother, Kuya Wensi, Honorable Wensi Manabat. Welcome po, Kuya.
Thank you very much. So good morning to everyone, my dear brothers and sisters around the country. One of my reflection, first I want to give my reflection during the Sunday ceremony welcoming Reverend Hori in the headquarters. He mentioned that Father Nation and also Mother Nation, because of their difficulty in speaking English, so it's really very hard to multiply and spread the Revival principles around the world. And then I realized that the daughter nation is second daughter nation is very good in English. And then I realized that he want to see if the second daughter nation is already grow a lot and take responsibility to support the mother and also the father nation. I feel that that the second daughter nation really not so much grow a lot to tell to the mother and father nation to take a rest, and then we are the one to fulfill the responsibility. So like not so much confident to tell about this. So I realized that in myself that I cannot really strongly say that we are really responsible enough to really take responsibility for the supporting mother and also father nation. However, True Mother said that that we need to center our life to True Mother, attending morning devotion and also in our life of faith. So I realized that this time that so many challenges in many blessed members around the nation and also around the world. And I hear that many also second gen losing their path to unite with our True Mother around the globe. So my realization is that we need to really establish totally the Hondok tradition in the family while our children is still small. I remember when my children is still small, 20 years ago, we really established totally Hondok. And I encourage my children even doing bowing 100 times and memorize the divine principle. But I show my example to them. Really, even though we stay in our tribe, in our hometown, we really balance everything: public mission, and also doing hondoke at home, and then giving tithes to the Kabanatuan and doing public mission. I realized that even though I have many children, I don't feel any problem at all when we balance, when we balance everything and establish the spirit of Hondok in the family, then everything become really very smooth, no problem at all. Yeah, and then this is the only way to solve all kinds of challenges in life. This is the way how to guide the second gen, establish the spirit of Hondok in the family. But if they cannot establish the spirit of Hondok in the family, really very hard to guide the second gen. Very hard. Yeah. And also, I always go to the front line even together with my wife, go to the front line, sharing the speech of true mother and true parents in the barangay. I'm very proud to share the divine principle, the speech of true parents in the proud. Every time I give lecture about the interfaith blessing, and when I proclaim about true parents, I jump, very strong jumping in front of many people, very proud to tell, because without true parents, I really don't have hope in my life. Yeah, I don't have any power to control myself to commit sin, no? But when I meet true parents, and also I came to know the divine principle, I gained power to stop myself in really committing sin. However, because of true parents, really, I'm so inspired. Yeah. So another thing that I'm so inspired to follow true parents, no, even though I have many children, is every blessed child in my family. I consider one blessed child is like one universe. The value of one, my second gen, is like one universe. So I have six children, 7 children. Really, I'm so grateful because I have 7 universe. And even the third gen, one value of one third gen is like 2 universe. That's why we have this kind. If I have this kind of value in looking my children, I'm so inspired every day. You know, I'm so grateful to God and true parents. And also, I realized that during the welcoming ceremony in the headquarters, welcoming Reverend Hori, I realized that for 6,000 years, God has been waiting for second gen to lead in this world. And now it is happening now that Reverend Hori is now here in the Philippines, leading the whole Asia Pacific too, the second gen. God has been waiting for 6,000 years. That's why I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, yeah, that our Reverend Hori is really chosen to lead our nation and also Asia Pacific too. Yeah, so we can, when we are really unite together, we can also establish totally the Hondok spirit in our family. Really, 24 hours, we can be grateful and we can be very happy and proud to proclaim true parents on this earth. Thank you very much. May God bless everyone.
Wow. So powerful and amazing testimony and reflection of our Honorable Vinci Manabat. Maraming salamat po, Kuya, for that really real life experience testimony po. At this point, we will be calling also the second person assigned to give reflection. So, my dear brothers and sisters, please help me welcome with a virtual round of applause, Miss Joanne Buyayo. Welcome, Jo.
Good morning. Can everybody hear me? Good morning. Good morning, everybody, to all leaders, and to all our brothers and sisters and members and guest families. So you can hear me, right?
Not quite much.
Can you hear me better now?
Now, the one better. Thank you.
So for this morning devotion, the thing that really strikes me at first is first we should be proud of heavenly parents and true parents. But like for me, how do we do it? How do we show it? And what I realize is that, like in the principle, there are always 2 aspects. First is the internal, and second is the external. So to be proud and to really show that we are proud of our heavenly parents and true parents, first we must internalize it. We should always align our intentions, our determination, our dreams, first with heavenly parents and true parents, and second, it's with heaven's will, and lastly, it's with living for the sake of others. So these are the things that we must internalize so that external will also follow. So how do we externalize it? So like what we always hear with our leaders and all, even it's always written in our textbooks that we should take responsibility, or through taking responsibility with the foundation heavenly parents or we all planted, right? So we all know that we are not an olive trees already. We are already grafted as a new olive tree, and because our lineage now is with heavenly parents and true parents lineage. That's why every seed that we planted or everything that we do, it's no longer a wild plant, right? So that's why taking responsibility and taking care of the foundation we build with heavenly parents and true parents is what we should do. Because in the longer run, if we didn't really take care and uh, we didn't even try to educate people, then everything will go to waste and everything will go back to coming off like that. So also, if we truly want to educate people 24 hours, I think the best way to do that is through our action. How do we put our ideologies, our principle through our everyday lives, right? That's really the hardest part on being a member or being in this community, is because our action should be always aligned with the ideologies, with the principles that we are telling people, right? So, so I know that these days everybody is already very intellectual. Like, for me, I have this experience when I worked outside. I was so shocked, like, even though they don't know the principle, but how they really like talk or how they really, show themselves. It's like they're already people they're like the how do you say it? Like they are people that are already sent by heavenly parents and true parents, because how they think or everything that they do. Like the only missing part is that the principle really, that's why I really push the job. But then that's why everybody is very intellectual, and we can educate people through our principle, through our ideologies, because our principle is very universal, right? Like everybody can relate. Even the introduction of the divine principle, everybody can relate to it, right? That's why I want to tell you that the best way to really educate people or to really show that we are proud of heavenly parents and true parents is that through our actions and our heart of sincerity. And that is what really heals people. And that's also truly how we can educate people. We should show it through our actions and through our sincere heart and being with them and really living for the sake of others. So I think that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Joanne. Thank you so much, Miss Joanne, for that beautiful reflection. Yeah, I really believe we really attract who we are. And yeah, the first generation has a great task on doing our responsibility. How can we be able to heal the past relationship and that we had, and then how can we be able to live for the sake of others? I really believe so. And then when we give and love unconditionally, learn how to eliminate a self-centered motivation as first generation, then we can have that truly amazing second generation. At this point, I would like to, I hope it's okay to call on another person who volunteered um, to express his affection. May I call on one of our elders from Japan? And I believe he's also one Chanbo. Oh, yeah. Let us welcome warmly Honorable Rafia Blong. Welcome po.
Good morning. Former honorable po kasi hindi pa ako tsumbo.
Sorry
Maraming
po.
salamat po. I'm still trying. Thank you very much, our dear national leader, Brother Dr. Angelo Halog, for the morning devotion message today. Just in connection with what my brother Wensi shared with us this morning. Yeah, I believe that through Honduke, we can really maintain the tradition, education, and the practice of two parents teachings at home, in the community, society where we live, and especially affecting the destiny of the nation. With regards to our life here in Japan, without Hondoke, I could not be able to educate my children. You know, Japan is very different country, and the people here are very disciplined, very polite. They don't talk much, but they express a lot through their action. Like this morning, I went with my wife. I sent my wife to her work because it's my little holiday. I sent her to my work, and along the way, I saw a woman crying in the corner in the Tenjin subway. She was shouting, and there were 2 or 3 women who approached her and tried to help her. I really feel that the Japanese people are very motherly people. Even when I listened to Reverend Hori's speech the other day, I felt like the time has come for the second generation of Japan to really lead the world. I think he is one of the first Japanese second gen to lead a very big part of the continent of the world, Asia Pacific too. So I also feel that with his purity of heart and his experience in the family, he is able to relate to our second gen, wherever they are, whether Philippines or Japan, doesn't matter. As long as second gen experience from parents' heart, then they will be able to understand a little bit, little by little, even more of true parents' heart. So in my family, I realized that through Kunduke, we were able to survive up until this point when our children are already, my oldest is already blessed to a Korean Malaysian lady. And then the other, my daughter's almost there. And also my second son is thinking about it now. I really feel that without Kunduke, it's very hard to keep the tradition, education, and practice of the principle and teachings of the true parents in the family, in the community, in the nation. And I hope that my brothers and sisters in Japan, although we are very much separated, like we are separated here, very far away from each other. So that's why we really have to practice Kunduke. If we cannot do it in the morning, we need to do it in the evening. We don't have to really just expect our national leader to keep us educating because he is also very busy. So we need to help him. We need to keep the tradition by ourselves and practice Hondukai every day, because through Hondukai, we can protect ourselves spiritually and keep ourselves growing spiritually. Thank you, brothers and sisters, and good morning.
Wow. So amazing. It's so true. Thank you so much. I am also grateful to our elder brothers and sisters who had laid foundation and had an actual life experience with the Hondokhe. Now I would like to quote our and I would like to honor in our regional president, Reverend Hori, for that beautiful guidance. And I would like to quote one of his guidance. He said, yeah, we can, the tradition is absolute and it would never change. And then we only have to bring it, carry it out in accordance to the time. So Yeah, maybe our time, maybe we have to carry it out beautifully. It is applicable on this present time. So yeah, at this point, thank you so much for all the people who had expressed the reflection this morning. And then at this point, we will be hearing final guidance from our HQ. So yeah, I would like to invite the one that's assigned to give the final guidance po. Let us give a virtual round of applause. Am I heard? Naririnig po ba ako? Sandali po ha. Sorry po. Okay,
Good
announcements
morning to
pala.
all our
Thank you.
leaders, brothers, and sisters. Here are the news and announcements. We would like to invite you to join the PCLC Online Fellowship today, March 8, 2022 at 2 p.m. Manila time. Please invite as well your close VIPs, relatives, and friends to watch. To register, you can scan the QR code shown on your screen or ask your regional leader for the registration link. Next, this coming March 26, 2022, the next Asia Pacific Yojong Chonbu Special Online event will take place. For Ancestors Liberation and Blessing, the registration fee is $15 and the eligible members to apply are the following. They have to be at least 18 years old, blessed family, meaning have received the blessing or is a blessed child, or have already drunk one of the following holy wine with a benediction from church pastor. First, Foundation Holy Wine. Second, Chunaguk Holy Wine. Third, Tribal Messiah Holy Wine for the blessing. And single blessed members. And for the Chanyang Yoksa session and Yojong offering paper, the registration fee is 40 pesos for 0 to 12 years old and 120 pesos for 13 years old and above. For registration, please email at hjcbfields@gmail.com or message at our official Facebook page, HJ Chonbo Fields. We accept registration until March 23, 2022 from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ate Yev, for that announcement, the news and announcement. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, we have come to the point of closing our morning devotion. So I would like to call on one of our first elder second generation who had have been leading us here and in the BFT, most especially in the Asia Pacific 2 level. So I would like to call on Mrs. Jayon Sugira for the closing prayer.
Let us pray. 살아가시는 하늘 부모님, 존귀인 참 부모님, 사랑합니다. 감사합니다. Heavenly Parents, we are so thankful for this wonderful opportunity that you have given to us to be together here in this morning devotion. Heavenly Parents, we would like to really pray for our true mother's good health. Really would like to pray, Heavenly Parents, that we could really inherit her heart. She has been really working for 24 hours a day with our true Father here in the physical world. Thank you so much, True Mother, for giving us our Reverend Masaichi Hori, the first, second generation of Japan, was guiding our leaders, our parents here in Asia Pacific. Thank you so much for our Dr. Leo Angelo Halog for giving us this morning devotion every day for more than 1 year. Heavenly Parents, thank you so much for all of our first generations who have really crossed the wilderness course. Blood, sweat, and tears. They have spent years of all the investment just for us to be here in this world. We are so thankful, Heavenly Parents, for all of this. And we really would like to inherit everything as second generation so that it will not be wasted and could be inherited by our third generation and generation to come here in the Philippines, in the world. Heavenly Parents, may all that what we receive today in the morning devotion would really become the seed of our true mother to bless all the people of the world through us, Heavenly Parents, today and the coming days to come. Heavenly Parents, may you could work with us today through this body that you have given to us so that we can bless more people, more second generation, more first generation, and more generations to come, centering on our Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much. We would like to close this morning devotion with you. Please be with us. This I report in my name, Kuninobu and Giant Sugiura, Blessed Central Family. Aju.
True. Thank you so much, Miss Giant, for that heart-moving and beautiful filial prayer. Brothers and sisters, let us have our unison prayer now. Aju. So yeah, good morning once again, our dear brothers and sisters. For this, thank you so much for joining us. So let us have our final morning greetings to our loving heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning to your loving heavenly parents and true parents, and to all our leaders, Chunbo families, and brothers and sisters. I think we can now unmute and say our morning greetings to everybody. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. I
Morning.
love you
Good
all.
morning
Morning,
po.
everyone.
Good morning,
Have a great
everyone.
Let us
day.
all
Happy
keep
New Year
safe
to our
and
beautiful
Keep
healthy.
safe.
our second gen.
To all our second gen, to all the people who had participated
Happy day
today,
to
thank you so
everyone.
much. Thank you, Kuya
Brother
Wensi.
Benson.
Good morning.
Thank you,
Thank you, Ate Tere. Thank you,
Sylvia.
Ate
Thank you, Ate
Joanne.
Tere.
Thank you,
Thank you, Kuya
Ate
Rafi.
Tia. Jane.
Love you
Everybody.
all. Thank you so much
Eroto.
po.
Thank you to
Thank you,
everyone.
NL. Thank you all.
Thank
Good
you.
morning,
Bye
sir.
bye.
Very
Have a
much.
great and wonderful day, everybody.
It's a
Thank you.
Success to your
celebration.
Good morning, Ma'am
mission.
Crystal.
Everyone.
Beautiful.
Have a
Ate
wonderful
Brother
day,
Wincy, thank
everyone.
you.
Crystal, good
Morning, Ma'am Ben.
morning.
Buhay
Ate
po
Crystal,
kayo,
thank
Brother
you.
Wincy. Salamat sa
Thank you, Ate
sharing.
Sil.
I love you, Ate. I miss you. I miss
Thank you,
everyone. Bye
Crystal.
bye.
Hi,
Thank
hello
you,
po.
Crystal.
Hi, Kuya Rafi. Thank you.
Bye-bye to everyone.
Sir
Happy
Giant,
day.
thank you so much
Giant,